there's people who keep commenting lately who are like, is this the end of the story? I reached the last page, you're never gonna post again. I'm like, it's okay, look at the dates when I posted. I post every week. Every week. It's okay, we're gonna make it. Hey friends! Wait, I know what I have to do. Surprise! Oh my god. That looks crazier than I intended. I don't know if I should put that in. Okay, well, today I decided I was going to read your comments, which is a surprise, because I didn't want you guys to know and then write some crazy things, even though I enjoy that. I just feels more honest this way. So, I'm just going to look on Webtoons because, I mean, I guess I could read comments off of YouTube or like Instagram or something, but I commonly reply to those, so I wanted to read ones that I haven't replied to, and I'm gonna use my phone. Yeah, and the thing about this comic is that, like, I didn't advertise it. You guys were already here, and like, since there's not very many other things with trans people as main characters, it's like surprising and just proves how many people are out there that can relate to this or that accept this. So that's what I want us to focus on with this. It's not about the hate, it's never about that. The love and acceptance is far outweighing that. We just like don't see it as often, but luckily with like views and subscribers and numbers and things, you guys show up every week, every day pretty much. And that goes to show that, like, even if people aren't saying things, there are people who support you and who are just as interested in LGBTQ things. So I hope that makes you guys feel a little bit better, because it always makes me feel better. Basically, I'm reading off of this comic, What's Sexual. I'm gonna go all the way down to the bottom and, like, just read the prologue comments this time, and then if you guys enjoy this video and you like it and comment and tell me about it, then I will do another one and I'll read further than that. With the way that Webtoons works, it doesn't like notify you when anyone comments. So basically, if you didn't comment within the first day or day and a half of posting, I probably haven't read what you wrote, because I don't get notifications for any of them, and I just usually go the day after and read through whatever people sent, or like I'll post it at night and I'll wake up in the morning and read them and maybe read it on later. But that being said, I haven't read a lot of these, so I thought it would be fun to go back and see what people are saying, because I know people leave them like way after the fact if they're new to the comic or something. I'm going to prologue part 1. Prologue is quite intense. Just as a fair warning to people, that is not as intense as the comic will get. But anyway, okay, so the top comment is like screaming because it's in all caps. So that's how I read it. It says, "Hi, I'm bisexual, just thought you'd like to know." Okay. Person saying they get bullied for being gay, and they get called trans and a boy and all of that, and says it makes you question your sexual orientation. Your sexual orientation has nothing to do with how you look, how you dress, like your gender identity. Well, the only thing it has to do with your gender identity is if, say, you're gay, so you're like a trans man attracted to men. It'd be different if you were a trans woman who were attracted to men, because then you'd be straight and not gay. Like, that's all it has to do with it. So ignore those people. Space Boy says, oh my god, my name is River too. That's awesome though. Chose a good name. Oh yeah, and then there's like, of course, the haters. I'll show you this one, or wait, no, I won't show you this comment on YouTube. I will say it out loud, and I will bleep it all out and cover my mouth so you don't have to hear. I'm sorry, I posted this to friends because I was laughing so hard. This comment, like, go kill yourself, you lame. Your channel is trash, you little sucking autistic. If I see you, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Like, let's analyze that, okay? I don't know what term you left out, like, but to the point where it made a, like, incoherent sentence, and it made everything, like, not even, like, it seemed funny rather than, like, actually offensive. If you just, like, sprinkle in a little of everything in there, like, oh, I'm gonna call this person, like, literally every profanity. Interesting. Oh, and then things that you assume are just terrible, like autism and stuff, like, good job. Like, what does that say about you? I found this hilarious because I need to explain this from the beginning. This person posted, like, literally right after I posted a video, which means they had to have had my notifications on, and they're subscribed to me, or at least just have the notifications on. So, what I'm assuming, like, that video had nothing to do with anything. I'm assuming they saw my webtoon, came to the channel, put my notifications on, and or subscribed, and waited for me to post a video to comment a hateful comment, because there was, like, they couldn't have been just watching my videos already or something. Like, so, like, to go to that effort, like, how much spare time do you have for people you hate? Like, what a waste of your life. Like, there's so many better things you can doing, and you can be doing, and you're not even, like, actually offending me, so maybe you should find a new hobby. But yeah, anyway, that reminded me because this person is comparing my webtoon to cancer, and I'm like, maybe if you were affected by cancer, anyone in your family or any type of chronic illness, you wouldn't be using it like that. But just shows the type of person you are. Now, I'm going to ignore all of the haters because they basically just say really dumb stuff that I think is funny. Like this one that just says, what the f*** is this? But I'm gonna read all of your beautiful comments because, let's be honest, a giant majority of you write amazing things, and that's why I love reading your guys' comments. Oh wait, okay, no, there's one more. I think this person is just confused. They said P stands for pedosexual pedophilia. Wait, no, pedosexual. Pedophilia is a crime, not a sexuality. What the f***? And then they're like, they comment, like, a comment reply, and they're like, or pansexual, but be careful what order you put it in, or else it could stand for, who? No? What? I've never heard of that. That's not a thing. Have fun with that. Someone is saying how it talks about them and all their suicidal thoughts and that they feel all alone. And then one of you guys replied and you're like, hi, new friend, which is just so cute. And I'm so sorry that you feel that way, to the person who originally commented. I think a lot of people feel like that, and everyone thinks that they're the only ones who do. But in reality, it's like, that happens. Like, there's moments in your life where things aren't going to feel very good. I promise you're not the only person who feels that way. But it's nice to have people who will reach out to you if they see something like that. So I appreciate when you guys try to help each other, because I think that's what we need to do in general, in all of society. It's hard for me to compliment myself, but I want to read your guys' adorable comments, so I'm sorry. I almost died, okay. Elvis says, I love this. I love how you are going and helping people in the community. I really don't know what else to say, but this is awesome. Keep up the work. I'd like to see more. Which is super sweet, and it turns out I didn't press like on it, which means I hadn't seen it. And it's like one of the top comments, maybe. It looks like it has a lot of likes, but thank you. Whenever I get comments like that, it reminds me of why I started this and proves that, like, I should keep going. Because you guys far outweigh anything else anyone says. Like, it's ridiculous how many people can relate to this and how many of you, like, are so supportive. Oh yes, and Transparent Abyss. I just want to say, this person has been reading from the beginning, and so has Zen, who followed me on Tapastic and then followed me on Webtoon. And you guys are so sweet. Like, every time you guys comment something, which I always appreciate. There's a lot of comments, but I'm going to move on to the second part, otherwise this is going to take forever. This person, apparently, it just sounds like they're a little confused. I mean, they said they're confused. But the point I want to make is that one of you replied explaining, like, what it means to be trans and, like, corrected their confusion. Since I'm not there to do that, somehow you guys always catch those things and reply and then do the work for me, or you're like defending the comic from someone who's hateful, and like, holy crap, you guys are badass and you're amazing. Sorry, I was reading like a whole thread where you guys were, some people were like arguing about something with religion, which I just feel like it's entirely an opinion, and there's science to back things up, that if the only thing you have is that something tells you in your religion that it's not okay or not natural, that's not a reputable argument. And I mean, that stuff hurts people. Plenty of people die because of those opinions, which are actually like pretty much, I don't know, half the people who feel that way end up being LGBT themselves, and they're in like major denial. Look, there's more people who feel the same. There's so many. Like, that's why this prologue is taking me back to when I first started writing and making the comic and posting it. And like, people are even commenting like, oh, I'm so glad you recognize this kind of stuff. Or people are saying that I'm glad you decided to talk about this for like, about yourself. And there's nothing in my comic that says it's related to anything in my life, but it's interesting that maybe it has like that personal feel to it. That's at least what I take out of that. When I first started writing this, I had no idea that, like, I was not accepting that I was on the LGBT spectrum. Like, I was accepting of my friends, but there's a certain denial you have to cross on, like, self-homophobia and self-transphobia, which is very common and not often talked about. But I was definitely getting over it by this point. I just didn't know how much it related to me. And then seeing how many people related to it as well was like a huge eye-opener, and I think it's like a big reason why I love posting this comic on different sites. Okay, I still don't want to compliment myself, but this person is saying they seriously needed this, and thank you, which I'm really glad that you feel like this helped you somehow. That's like all that I could hope for. They're saying lately they've been struggling. It looks like they're questioning, and that they don't want to be disowned, and they live in fear, and that their friends say they'd be okay if they transitioned, but would they really? And these are all questions that people have to live with on a daily basis, and it's something important that I wanted to talk about in this comic, because like, this is what a lot of people think, and a lot of people don't make it past that stage. Like, they give up because they don't see any hope, and we've trained ourselves as a society to be so narrow-minded that there's no way out of that, even though it's something that's been happening for centuries. And I always want to tell those people that there is a way out of it, and that the true friends that you have and true family members will stay by your side and see that you're the same person no matter how you identify outwardly. It's still you. You have your same personality and everything. It's just like, you want to feel right in your body, but obviously that's not the entire thing that defines us as people. We're not defined by our body as much as society wants us to be. Yeah, and then someone else, oh yeah, Mew Mew Animu always comments too, and your name I always say out loud because it's funny. You always comment really sweet things and like defend the comic and help other people, which I appreciate. Okay, so the original ones I've either already liked or replied to, so I'm gonna move on to the third episode. This is the last part of the prologue. And the top comment is, he's hot, hashtag don't care what's in your pants. That's funny. Oh yeah, and then the first new comment, it says, these are too short. How about I just do like a public service announcement? They're going to be short. This is a free comic. There's nothing I can do about that. You guys aren't like paying for this and stuff. I hardly get money from it. I'm glad that I do now. There's places that I could post it where I'm not going to get any money, but still, let's just say if I were to post more, the way that this story is laid out and how I'm doing also YouTube and like all this other stuff, first of all, it wouldn't be as good a quality. Second of all, we'd finish the story faster, which I don't want to happen. I'm sure you guys don't want it to be over. So for now, we're gonna have to be patient, and I post every week. There's people who keep commenting lately who are like, is this the end of the story? I reached the last page, you're never gonna post again. I'm like, it's okay, look at the dates when I post it. I post every week. Every week. It's okay, we're gonna make it. Alright. Yeah, but anyway, I do appreciate that you guys are excited. I'm not trying to say that. I think it's funny that you guys are that excited that you're like, oh my god, when are you gonna update? But I'm telling you to ease your worries and also explain some things, since everyone says that like every week. It's gonna be short, it's free. I've talked to some industry professionals in my life that think it's ridiculous that I would even try to post more, but I already do post extra than when I was originally posting it. Like, I normally post like a page and a half to 2 pages, and like on Tapas and like other sites where you post comics, they don't commonly do that. And it's better for me and it's better for you guys if I slow this down and we comment every week, because then you guys have more to react to, and it's gonna build it up more so we have a better community. It's all gonna be okay, I promise. Oh yeah, and then this person says, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. And then like more hate comments, which I don't really care about. Like, if they just had researched a tiny bit, they probably wouldn't say as transphobic or weird things, or if they met a trans person. But as long as we keep persecuting and killing trans people, it's gonna be harder for people to come out. Yep, and you guys are really sweet, and you're like, oh my god, our child, we accept you, like towards the main character, which is adorable. Yeah, but anyways, so, okay, so since I'm only doing the prologue, make sure you guys like and comment this so I know that you like this. Like, when you guys either say that directly or like something a lot, then that's how I know that you want more of it. So please give me your feedback, and I like hearing from you. Leave some comments down below of anything else you'd like me to read or do, or like any websites or something. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm wearing like Lil Kick the PJ enamel pins, and they're super cute. Oh wait, that one got twisted. It's Fuzzwalled as a sushi. I'm joking, sorry.